Hello friends, today we're going to talk about special parallelograms, specifically rectangles, rhombuses, and squares. So rectangle is a parallelogram, which means all the stuff we said was true about a parallelogram is also true about a rectangle, but also all four angles are right angles. Opposite sides are congruent, which is true for a parallelogram. Opposite angles are congruent. We get that from a parallelogram. The diagonals bisect each other. The diagonals are congruent. So here, the diagonals split it into 4 equal parts. You got to pay attention to the tick marks. So those are congruent because they both have 2 tick marks. These 2 sides are congruent because, the first ones because they both have 1 tick mark. Those 2 sides are congruent because they both have 2 tick marks. And these 4 parts are congruent because they each have 3 tick marks. So let's look at some rectangle properties. They're telling me AC is 6x and BD is 30 feet. Well, I know AC and BD are equal. So I can say 6x equals 30. Dividing both sides by 6, we'll get that x is 5 feet. This one, we know those 2 sides are congruent, opposite sides are congruent. So 3x equals 12. Dividing both sides by 3, we'll get x equals 4 inches. And this last one here, they're telling me OP is 67 plus 10x, and they're telling me OQ is negative 4x minus 3. Well, we know those are equal. OP is equal to OQ, which means 67 plus 10x equals negative 4x take away 3. So solving this one, I'm going to add 4x to both sides. So I get 67 plus 6x equals negative 3. Oh, I added 4x to both sides. That's what happened. 67 plus 14x equals negative 3. Taking 67 from both sides, I'll get that 14x is negative 70, and then dividing both sides by 14, we'll get that x is negative 5. All right, let's look at rhombuses. Rhombus is also a parallelogram, so again, all the parallelogram properties are true about a rhombus, but a rhombus has 4 congruent sides. So all 4 of these sides are the same. Opposite angles congruent, we already knew that. Diagonals bisect each other, we already knew that from a parallelogram. The diagonals are perpendicular, so that means this middle angle is 90. The diagonals bisect the vertices. That just means that each of the outer angles gets split into 2 equal. So if you look here, these green angles are equal, and these orange angles are equal. The diagonals are not congruent, so they're not the same. When we were doing rectangles, they were the same, but for here, they're not the same. So here, this is a rhombus, which means all 4 sides are the same. So 12 equals x plus 6. Take 6 from both sides, and we'd get that x is 6 yards. Here, opposite angles are equal. So 64 equals negative 6 plus 2x. Add 6 to both sides. 70 equals 2x. And dividing by 2, we would get that x is 35 degrees. This last one here, we need a little bit more space. they're telling me from G to O, so this part right there is 2x plus 9. And they're telling me that the whole thing is 38 plus 3x. So since the diagonals bisect each other, I know that GO, they're telling me that GO is 2x plus 9, but also EO is 2x plus 9. And they're telling me that the whole thing, both of these together, when we add those together, we get GE, and that's 38 plus 3x. So solving this one, 2x plus 9 plus 2x plus 9 is 38 plus 3x. Combining like terms, I get 4x plus 18 is 38 plus 3x. Taking 3x from both sides, 18 is x plus 18 is 38. And then taking 18 from both sides, we'll get x is 20. So 20 inches. That one's a little bit harder. All right, let's look at some squares. A square is actually both a rhombus and a rectangle. So everything that's true here and everything that's true here is also true here. So if we take all of those properties and combine them, we get a square. The other important thing about a square is that once the diagonals are drawn, each of these little angles that it creates are all 45 degrees because it's a 90-degree angle that gets cut in half or bisected. So if we look here, I know that this angle is 45 degrees. So 1 plus 4x is 45. Take 1 from both sides. 4x is 44. Dividing by 4, we'll get x is 11. So 11 degrees. And then this last one, they're telling me DE is 5x minus 14. EF is 3x minus 6. Well, it's a square, so all 4 sides are equal. So I can say 5x take away 14 equals 3x minus 6. And then solving this, take 3x on both sides. 2x take away 14 is negative 6. Adding 14 to both sides, 2x equals 8. And finally, dividing by 2, I will get x equals 4. And we don't have any units. All right, friends, that's it for today. Have a good day.